All right, good morning, boys and girls. It's about 5 minutes to market open on Tuesday, February 24th, 2026. Um, just doing some preliminary daily bias assessment, and it looks like we've got ourselves. I'm on the hourly time frame here on both of the tickers, and it looks like we have ourselves a pretty heavy duty SMT divergence going here. Both kind of in a downtrend, but we're seeing NASDAQ starting to make higher lows and slightly higher highs. And we are seeing still lower lows with a slightly higher high here, but a lower low here. So, given that this was slowly moving in a downward trend, even though technically still in an uptrend, um, you know, from here to here, but then showing here, here to here, and then popping down where we had a break of structure, and that would tell us that we're now in a downtrend. We're starting to move back up, and we had a break of structure to the upside again from what would have appeared to be the downtrend, whereas we did not get it here. So what I'm thinking is we are probably going to be bullish on the day, with a sweep of liquidity happening. I want to say Nasdaq is going to be the lead, um, with S&P the follow. So what I'm anticipating is a sweep of London lows here, maybe a sweep coming down through here. I'm not sure if we're going to get down through here on the New York lows. We might on the S&P because it's a little closer distance to travel, and we do not have any fair value gaps that are necessarily in the way. We do, however, have a fair value gap over here on the upside for the hourly. On the hourly, we have a 1 hour fair value gap right here. Let me mark it out real quick for you. So we've got ourselves a fair value gap right here. And it looks like we've been testing it in the Asian and in the London markets. We'll see how that goes with the New York session. We do not, however, have that gap here because that gap would have existed right here in this area. And we have clearly already overcome that with several candles that have cleared in both directions for that. So the NASDAQ is not necessarily the one that we're going to concern ourselves with once this pulls upward. It should move pretty smoothly here. On the S&P, probably a little more challenging. So right now we've got about a minute and a half to market open. I'm going to stay on the hourly time frame for now and just see what direction this decides to head in. Um, like I said, with this SMT divergence, I think we're going to probably try to sweep some lows and then move up. It might be a wicking candle. Uh, so we'll take a look. As is with any trading day, anything's possible. So it's just going to be whatever price action gives us. Um, Again, part of me even thinks that there's some potential for some bearish action here. I just don't see where the liquidity sweeps are going to happen to the upside if we go bearish. Um, I mean, it is possible we could come just sweep here and then head down. I'm going to move to the 5 minute real quick. Uh, but I'm really thinking that in the next 30 seconds or so, we're going to be looking to sweep down in here. I think that's our direction. We've already taken out London lows over here. We're going to be heading London lows down there. So in 30 seconds, this might very well be a quick scalp to take out London lows on Nasdaq, which are already being tested. So I'm going to be prepared to take a quick scalp on market open if it does begin heading that direction. Okay, we've got market open now. All right, I'm going to take a short. I'm going to take another one. I'm expecting London lows to get swept here. They've already taken them out on the NASDAQ. I think we're probably pretty confident that the liquidity sweep is going to happen there as well. Yeah, S&P is definitely showing that. NASDAQ wants to be a little stronger. Just got to give it a couple more minutes here. S&P clearly wants to head down. There we go. Now we're getting something more significant. That's looking a lot better. There we go. Okay. All right. So I'm out of that trade now. Looks like it's definitely heading to London lows. That was a really good call on that one. We're now up. Let's see. I believe that's just going to be the only trade I'm going to take for today because I think that was significant. Yeah, 995. Yeah, just about $1,000. I'm going to make this a short one. I've got a mini tour going on right now and a show that 4 shows in a row today through Friday. So really, this is just a matter of trying to make a quick assessment on price action and market sentiment, and just keep it simple and try to be as consistent as possible. So I'm not going to play around anymore or try to get any more out of the market. I've more than exceeded what my expectations were on this one. So I'm going to call it right here, boys and girls. I'm sorry that we're not able to take more time to look at more market action. I'm sure there's going to be plenty more going on with plenty of opportunities now that we're sweeping London lows on both tickers, and even looking at some other areas of liquidity down here on the S&P. Not quite here for the NASDAQ, but I think at this point we're going to have such a sharp decline coming down that we are going to have a retrace coming back up. I've seen these things happen a few times now. This is probably going to be the nature of what we're going to do now. How much further it decides to nosedive, that will be difficult to tell. So we'll just have to sit tight for the moment and find out what market action is. But for now, I think I'm pretty much done for the day. Got my thing to do, and I do appreciate anybody that's sticking with me and checking these things out. And we will pick it up again tomorrow. So we keep shooting to the goal, and the goal continues. All right, folks, boys and girls, enjoy the rest of your day. Trade smart, be wise, be patient, get your bias, stick with your plan, and trust that everything's going to work out for you. All righty, y'all have a great day, and we will talk with you guys again tomorrow.